Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm IFA Taboos, also known as Ms. Honeydrop. How are you doing? I hope this video meets you well. If this is your first time on here, you're welcome. Welcome to the knowledgeable tribe. I think that's a name we should go for. I don't know if I remember it next time. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I'm having to refilm this because the microphone was a mess in the last one I made. So we shall be delving into taboos, the permanent ones, the temporal ones, the bans and the warnings that comes with IFA divinations and stuff and ITEFA. If you're not, so make sure you are subscribed, and like this post, okay? Right. What are taboos? What does it mean? Why is it important? Why should I adhere to them? Taboos are things that, how do I even explain taboo? I'm not going to use the dictionary taboo. I'm just going to try to explain it. Taboos are things that do not work with your ori, your eleda. And if I would tell you this through divinations or through an initiation. So let's assume that you've just gone through your ITEFA process, and IFA tells you not to do A, B, C, D. First of all, when you go through ITEFA, there are taboos that are associated with generally just, being an initiate. If I would say, do not chase a thief, do not try to kill a snake or chase a snake. I'm trying to translate to English. Damn, man. Do not disrespect your parents. Do not disrespect your oluwo. Do not disrespect any awo that has initiated before you, even if the person is much younger than you, and so on and so forth. This will be read out to you by the babalawo that does your itefa. If not, ask them. Now, the Odrifa that births you in Igbodu will determine the kinds of taboos that will come out. If I might say things like, don't wear black, don't wear red, don't eat goat, don't eat ram, don't eat fish, don't eat chicken. My general suya, don't eat suya. That's a kind of like a barbecued meat, and so on. It could be anything really. If I might ask you not to eat the weirdest thing, if I might say don't eat pounded jam anymore, I do know people who can't eat pounded jam. Don't eat this, don't eat that. Now, these ones are permanent taboos. In my own case, I've got one of my main taboo is I can't wear red or black. And hell, I love me a good red and black dress. My color pops in a red dress. Have you seen me? when I wear a black dress, boy, I look good. I can bet you'll be drooling. However, I can't wear it. Sad. Now, what I do is I wear colors that are similar to maybe red, orange, pink. I play around with colors. Particularly me, I don't even have the grace to wear too many colors. I'm meant to wear mainly white. However, if I was giving me a little bit leeway, allowance, just to play with some colors. So I'm wearing like a, I don't know, this is cream or apricot. This is more like an apricot color. I wear colors like this, blended with white, something light in color, not too dark. I remember when I still used to work full time, and I had to swap my black trousers, my black work trousers, to a navy blue one. And there are fashion police always monitoring me. January this year, I wore a navy blue dress for graduation, and someone saw the picture and was like, Iyanifa, you're wearing a black dress. And I'm like, I'm not wearing a black dress. I'm wearing a navy blue dress. However, the color looked black because of the light in auditorium. So it's like, goodness God, people are always watching. So all those fashion police, leave me alone. If I break my taboo, is it your business? Is it not my taboo? Mind your taboo. Anywho, I can understand why someone would be like, but you said you can't wear it. This, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can't wear it. If I do, cause your business. But I do adhere to my taboos. I haven't worn black and damn, I can't remember. um, 2020. I think that was when I did my birthday and I had a dinner. You know. Other than that, I don't think I've really worn a black dress ever since. It's been ages. Because around that period, I knew already I wasn't supposed to wear it, but I already bought that dress. And hell, I was going to wear it. I don't care. I'm not encouraging you to be disobedient, but it is what it is. I'm being honest with you. A lot of people will lie to you and you guys love it and you eat it up. I don't lie to people. I just tell you how it is. So anywho, those are kind of like permanent taboos. Colors of clothes you can't wear, food you can't eat. Temporal taboos, however, do not last for a very long time. It might just be something you can't do for a certain period of time. Maybe you can't do this for a week, a month, 6 months, a year. It's not something that you have to live by till the day you pass. Unlike the permanent ones, darling, you have to adhere to it till you are called to glory. Okay? So, temporal ones are not permanent. They're just there for some time. If I might say, don't eat a foriro. That's a type of soup amongst us Yoruba people for a month. If I might say, don't eat what's that thing called? New yam until there's been a new yam cutting. It's usually around the Oshun festival period. If I can say don't eat this or that for a period of time, don't drink alcohol for a year or until ABC thing has happened for you. Whatever reason, if I say don't do it, if I knows best. If I told me once not to wear makeup, so if you look at some of my videos around 2022, 2023, you would notice I wasn't really wearing makeup in most of my videos. And then there were periods where I would wear makeup, and then there would be periods when I wouldn't wear makeup. Because if I was playing with me, listen, I was like a toy. Oh yeah, wear makeup. Don't wear makeup. Wear makeup. Don't wear makeup. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're tormenting me. If I said my oge was too much, But there are reasons why if I would ask you not to do something, it might just be because it draws negative energy to you, envy, or maybe there's something you're praying for, and until that thing happens, if I would say, don't do this, don't do that. If I might say, don't travel. If I told you not to travel, it's because you might die. Simple as that. We've seen people, I'm not going to touch on something because it might be deemed as being insensitive, even though that might not be the intention. But there have been cases where people died in plane crash or stuff that just maybe could have been avoided. It's tragic thinking about it, and I'm like, gosh, what if this person was into Ifa and if I had warned them, don't travel, don't do this, I keep thinking about it. And even if you don't die, you might have a terrible accident that might incapacitate you, that might mess your life up. You might never remain the same again. You might become bedbound or be in a wheelchair. It just literally changes the trajectory of your life and the plan. Listen, it just throws spanners in your work. So if I would say don't do this because of that, or just don't do it, sometimes you don't even know the reason. But if I would always give a reason though, if you'd ask, you would always find out the reason. But whatever reason, whatever taboo Ifa tells you to do for a temporal period, it is for your own protection. That I can tell you for sure. Now to bans and warning. Okay, the makeup one falls on the ban. I was banned from wearing makeup. If I would warn you not to take a particular route, there's a path that maybe you take to walk, or you go to you use generally, maybe even just to go to the shop. If I'll tell you don't take that place you usually would walk past, take another route for a week. That's happened to me before. If I told me not to wear it not to pass the route for a week, 7 days. I've seen cases where if I would tell you don't wear clothes that have patterns on them. I've seen cases, this is, gosh, my eyes. This one is close to home. He's a relative actually. If I told this person not to wear a cloth that was bought as a general thing. So in Nigeria, for those that are not Nigerians, there's something we call ashwebi, where we all kind of buy the same fabric and make clothes out of it. I'm sure you'd have seen them on social media. They're everywhere. Everybody knows about ashwebi. But let's assume you've been living under the rock for the last couple of years. Ashwebi is something, a fabric, maybe a lace fabric, brocade or whatever, guinea. Yeah, there are so many different types of fabrics, senator. And men would and women would pick fabric and everyone would make different styles out of it. I have seen multiple, not even one. There is the one that is related to someone I know that is family, but I've actually done a divination for a lady in the past. Actually, two different people. But this lady's one stands out because the warning had to do with her dying. In fact, things had started going bad already at the time. And if I said there is a cloth that she bought with her friends and they wore together like a uniform, that she should get rid of it. If not, she would die in a short space of time. And actually, two of her friends had died that also wore that dress. Crazy. Crazy things are happening. So, my darling, be mindful. These are just, things. These are examples. There are so many others, tons and tons. But please, I would implore you to adhere to IFA taboos. However, temporal, permanent, bans, warnings. Don't be stubborn about it. Don't be disobedient, because only the budget, only the ladder. Whatever the consequences, only you will bear it. If I decide to not listen to Ifa and I carry on wearing a black dress, whatever the consequences, I'm the one that will deal with it. Ashodudu man is associated with Ofo, and red is associated with Ikmonju. And the thing is, it's not even only Itefa. One of the things I forgot to mention when I was talking about the permanent ones, when you do other Orisha initiations as well, even before your initiation in some cases, it might come out in your Itefa as well, that this Orisha is associated with you, that Orisha is associated with you, blah, 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 blah. Those things come out during Itefa. And when you do their initiation, say Obatala for example, you have no business wearing any other color other than white. Now you could sometimes wear white with another color, but white would have to be kind of like your main color. You would always have to, it would be important for you to always have something white in your attire, in your outfit. And then there are people who just wear pure white from head to toe. There are so many people, celebrities, even dignitaries and people with big names. I mean, hey, look at Taraji P. Henson. She's been wearing more white lately. And even Davido. Who else did I notice has been wearing more white? There's so many people, actually. So many. I'm not saying all of them are IFA practitioners. Before you come and hold my shirt, because I know people you're always looking for my mouth. It's not just me. You do it with everyone. I'm just giving examples. Sometimes, some people just like white, but What do I know? Anyway, let's stop here. I'll see you guys some other time. Make sure to follow me if you're not, okay? And come back, watch other videos that are very, very educational and helpful, and share them with those who are just starting out in the journey, who are struggling, who need answers to questions. Okay, guys? I'll see you some other times. And yeah, if you do have a question, you can leave it in the comments or send me personal message. I'll leave my contact details in the description column. Stay blessed and healthy. Take care of yourself. Ta-da.